Okay, I realized I don't have much time to edit, so I think I do something like this small experiment. Let's see how this will do. But I wanted to talk about the potential thing that Wuthering Waves should do, and that is to get away from gacha. I understand it is big market, it is
Quickly and swiftly.
very important thing. After all, Wuthering Waves is also one of the games that took monetization from Genshin, which is one character can cost you up to 300 to 400 euros to spend. Like, that is a ridiculous amount of
You
money.
will yield.
Like, literally, in no other game genre you will have this. Only in mobile gaming. And I played mobile games since I was a little kid. I never had good games. So I think seeing something like this, that 300 euros for one game is ridiculous. However, also, how would they change gacha from Wuthering Waves? After all, gacha is gambling, so removing 50-50 and instantly you no longer have open world gacha game, but open world anime game. And I think that's the path they should take. Absolutely. They already grew big enough, so they don't need to have gacha in front of to succeed. They can absolutely move on.
Improvise.
Okay, and this.
The stage is set. An absurd impudence. Fruit of evolution. Photosynthesis. Hold on!
Yeah, I suck. Okay.
Art unveiled.
Doing this.
My compliments. Take this!
Nice. I think removing 50-50 has its own benefits and downsides, of course. Biggest downside is the lost revenue. Like, you are gonna lose so much money. But also that means that you have to get creative and create new monetization. This is also in the middle, because if you create terrible monetization, people will hate even more. However, if you take good monetizations and in a fun way that even casual player can actually obtain them, the money only speeds the process. I think it could be okay and work out for Wuthering Waves. Eventually we're gonna have to catch the reality that gacha games will die, because
Quickly and swiftly.
in itself they should be illegal. Okay, nice face.
The world is mine.
It's gambling for children, so obviously something like this should not even exist and should be heavily regulated. Even so, this game doesn't have such a horrible gambling mechanic. Like, it's only 50-50 on one banner, like the premium character. Then you play a loot box on standard banner. That is also gambling, but that's roulette. It just feels like, why cannot we just choose and spend our way? The only part of gambling could be, can I get it sooner or later? If that's the gambling, that's, I think, okay and acceptable by many people. Okay, I'm gonna play gambling part that I can get the character in 10 pulls or 50 to 60 pulls. Nice. However, in the end I will get the character. There is not gonna be 50-50 fight, am I gonna get this or not? Similarly, when there is like increased chance for this character, it's not increased chance for this character, there is no other way to get this character other than this banner, so it's also kinda misleading and kinda funny.
you
Okay,
keep up?
nice. Let's continue. Okay, let's choose resonance skill. Nice. And let's continue.
Quickly and swiftly.
Okay, let's defeat this and let's continue our talk.
Witness the art's true form. My compliments. Found your weak spot. Running won't save me.
I think for now everybody understands that monetization on free-to-play games is very essential to keep them alive. However, there are good ways to monetize and there are bad ways to monetize, and everybody knows companies that have terrible monetization like EA, or mobile games that just have infinite amounts of ads. Like, various times when I remember the only horrible thing was 30-second ad. Now there are 1 minute to 2 minutes of ads to get one item that is not gonna even help you because you need it like 100 times. It's so terrible. And the thing is, Wuthering Waves is also a mobile game. So it seems that the monetization is in middle of PC gaming and mobile gaming. And now it's also on console, so also that would be horrible if console monetization would happen, but it's bad enough that it has mobile. Like, I hope everybody can agree that new character should not cost 400 euros, but something between like 50 to 100, at worst 100. Like, it's so mind-boggling that saying 100 is okay when new games don't even cost that much. Maybe GTA 6 would cost 100 and then it would be like you are buying new character at the cost of GTA 6. That would be insane.
Can you keep up?
And everything would just happen if you remove 50-50 from here. Like, it would open a can of worms that we don't know what will happen. After all, the team and leadership in Wuthering Waves is much better than any other, even gaming company you have. The closest to is Marvel Rivals dev team. They are absolutely goated team. Created one of the best games and continuing to improve it every single update with new and challenging stuff or even fun mini games. And meta is always changing, so even if you came later, it's always something new, so you don't have to worry to be like the best of the best, because new team-ups and everything changes the whole game, so that's fantastic. And I also think Wuthering Waves has lots to learn. If you have proper dev team, you can do much more for this game. Especially multiplayer, because multiplayer technically says co-op mod is one of the most funniest thing in here. Defeating bosses is fun when there are other peoples, and they done it fantastically. I hope we have more to multiplayer also, because one thing I seriously hate about the games, and that is how they build the world. They have obviously the factions, the leadership, politics and all of this, but where is the entertainment? Where is the food sources? Where are like the most common things, like housing, traditions and all of this? Even Wuthering Waves is lacking, like, what is entertainment in this world? they have technology, they have like the Chinese tradition, because the first place we have has like the Moonlight Festival. That is traditions, we see this, and how the hell it was not monetized? Like, did you expected that you get new event like Moonlight Festival, which is it the Chinese New Year or something like this? Oh my gosh, time passes so quickly, I don't even fucking remember. I was surprised that the event wasn't like monetized bullshit. It wasn't good event, like it had its own fantastic story with Shang Liao, but anyways also so many times misses the mark, and it's kinda sad, but I'm happy that at least trying. And I cannot like be angry at them that much. Because compared to Genshin, these people in here at least try to do something.
Here comes a
Not
helper.
fucking hide it behind the paywall.
I'm so tired. Bloom, the fruit of evolution.
So I think that's fantastic thing.
Take this.
Okay. This one and
The stage is set.
nice. I always wondered what other monetization they could do with Wuthering Waves, because ads are one of the simplest thing. Like, do you want ads strike? You can watch 5 ads and you get 100
Found
ads
your weak
strikes
spot.
together. Like, that is possibility, and they would get so much money if they done
Brilliance
this.
lights the way.
But I also think that
Improvise.
Wuthering Waves will no longer be allowed on Steam, sorry. But that is also way of the monetization. The skins is one of the things that we will see in 2.4 very soon, which will determine how they are gonna do other means of monetization of
My
skins.
compliments. The stage is set. Surrender.
Yes, they tried with Jinxie,
Quickly and
however,
swiftly.
that was like
The
regional,
world
and
is mine.
you know, not everybody was like that excited. There was excitement, I cannot deny that, but it's like,
Masterpiece complete.
you know,
Running won't save you.
not universal like summer skins. Everybody has summer, everybody wants to go to beach, the pools, everybody has that experience. And having this is like, oh my gosh, yes, I want to look at it. Fantastic. You know, if this went well, this two skin like the Carlotta and Changli skins will sold out drastically, like the revenue will skyrocket, then it would be insane. That would actually prove one thing, that you don't need monetization like now it exists. Because if skins would cost like 30 euros, I think they would cost more, but let's say 30, and they would sold out so much that it would cover so many forms of expenses, then it's like removing 50-50 wouldn't be bad thing. Oh my god, I got an idea. Literally, please, if people spend ridiculous amounts of money on these skins, like as many people as possible purchase this, we could actually, if there would be big enough voice, to actually remove 50-50s. Because we would have actual proof to show that it is not necessary for them to keep this monetization. And also it would sustain them. After all, you need expenses for the business, employees, the ads, the contractors, and the events that in real life are, and they are doing it. They are investing the money back, and also, most importantly, in the game itself, you have to invest back. But if this thing was actually happening, removing 50/50s, oh my gosh, that would be best thing ever.
Fruit of evolution.
There would be never again reason to skip character. Why would you skip character when you can get it
Into painting.
every patch?
Witness the art's true form.
Literally, just pull for what you like. Even today, you can still function like this because you know, Wuthering Waves is much more better in forms of characters and team building. Yes. I wonder if I upload this unedited at all. Okay, nice. I actually wanted to make a big video on this whole topic of why 50/50s are bad, what's the potential of it and everything. And the video stuck in production maybe like 4 months ago. Like I literally couldn't get to it because also the topics were changing and it no longer felt necessary. After all, when my series of horrible things in Wuthering Waves ended and I was like, you know what, I think echo traveling is one of the things that should be discussed and is not discussed, so let me make video on it. And nobody was interested. So I was like, why would anybody be interested in removing 50/50s? And the topic itself, that the consequences, the potential future of it, like the nuance of it. Who would be interested in having this discussion? And actually, how could it become reality? Because there is also the thing that Kuro listens.
Hands
And
off my friends.
if enough people say that
Luminous
we
energy.
want this because there is provable way that this can function, maybe it could even happen. In one aspect, I understand that I can be naive on this
My
because
compliments.
it's still a gacha games, and these games, until somebody steps and proves that it can function differently,
Brilliance lights the way.
the perspective will never change on it. And
The
it would be
world
interesting
is mine.
if Kuro Games would be one of the first
Is that
companies
it?
to actually be like, yeah, we don't
In the
want to be
name
the
of the
typical
mountains.
greedy
It's me.
gacha game company that
Notice
only
fruit
cares
of
about money. We also care about the players and the game itself, so we can have franchise of it and branch to multiple ways. I think they could do other games also with Wuthering Waves attached to it. After all, not everything needs to exist in Wuthering Waves itself. It can exist outside of it. Like tower defense simulation, like what else? Farming simulator in Wuthering Waves. Like you can have outside things that also brings revenue, brings potential job opportunities. It's like that's why you want to see companies succeed. You want to see them grow because not only it benefits you, but also other people that you are not even aware of. Like voice actors. Okay, this is kind of stupid topic to talk about. But you have great voice actors that brings
Here comes a helper.
absolute
Witness
joy to
the
the
art's
game.
true form.
Like hearing their voices that, and then seeing their character. Oh yes, this voice fits perfectly. Like, who would be angry at somebody who voices Virgil?
The stage is
Who?
set.
Unless he's done something so terrible that would not be like, everybody would be like hating him for.
Surrender.
Everybody loves this.
Victory favors me.
Everybody wants to see other people to succeed because that means you can
A
also
new
succeed.
era
If
awaits.
nobody was succeeding and it was working behind, you know, friends with benefits type of thing, who'd want something like this? I'm happy that Wuthering Waves first year kinda ended in better way. It's still not in the best of the best way. After all, if we have to compare the revenue of Wuthering Waves and Hoyoverse itself, Hoyoverse is fucking building nuclear reactor. How the fuck do you expect to get that money for Kuromi?
Masterpiece complete.
They have fucking spare money to build nuclear reactor, Hoyoverse. How do you want to compete against that? If Hoyoverse actually were like, yes, we want to create the best game possible, they have means to do it. They just chose to not to do it. Oh my gosh, it's so insane. They have manpower, money, time, and everything, brain. They have literally everything to succeed, and they fucking fuck around and find out. After all, there are people who... After all, they are the people who created this ecosystem that you have to pay 400 euros to get one fucking character. There were no mobile games that had this badly, other than it was like the sketchy, shitty games, but by the more like known companies that existed in mobile gaming, you didn't have this. They were $100 monetizations, but they were only 100. Until you went like something like Clash Royale. That was scam. Upgrading to Final Town Hall. How much did it cost? I don't even remember. I don't want to say bullshit, but this can be easily corrected, but I'm now playing. Was it like something 1,000 euros?
Take this. Still recognize me?
But absolutely, I think I'm
Brilliant
saying
lights
bullshit
the
on
way.
this, but it was ridiculous amounts of money.
Running won't save you. It's the painting. Here comes a helper. Huh?
It's obvious. I think for now it is obvious that people are fed up with the system that gacha operates, which is, you know, gambling. And it's simple. It's not fresh enough. People are tired of it. And Wuthering Waves has means to change it. Like any other game. But I wonder if they are gonna be first one to actually step on it and absolutely bring changes to it. You know what? Let's no longer have Wuthering Waves open world gacha game. Okay, I'm lagging now. Fantastic. I will wait for the quote frame. Okay.
Leave it to me.
Nice.
The fruit of evolution. Art unveiled.
You know what? I will defeat this and I will get right back.
My compliments. Glory demands more. In the name of the Bloom, Teddy's. The fruit of evolution. amazing. Witness the art's true form. Huh? My compliments. Surrender. An absurd, impudent display. Improvise. Leave it to me.
It has ridiculous amounts of HP.
Invocation. Capture the spark. My compliments. Victory favors me. Masterpiece complete. Still recognize me. Art unveiled. My compliments. Brilliance lights the way. Hush. The world is mine. Is that it?
Okay.
A new era.
Almost done.
Still recognize me.
Nice. So, where did I left off? I think it's time that Wuthering Waves becomes open world anime game instead of open world gacha game. The 1 year proved that they are capable of it and they have a bright future ahead of it. Even though the competition is rising like Ananta and the Silver Palace, all of these games I will try them. It's time for new age of gacha games. And I think the final step for these gacha games is no longer be gacha game. That's it for this video. Thank you for listening, and I hope I can see you next video. Goodbye and have a nice rest of your day.